Share a couple videos with you guys. I've covered this before, so I'm going to keep this brief. It's not only the red nations and the black nations that they're rounding up and putting them into camps. Because I saw a movie Antebellum and the spirit told me that that is what's happening now. It always has been happening. It's just now it's going to be more evident and they're not going to hide it anymore. So if you think that if they're only going after the red nations and the black nations, you're wrong. I was given a dream, and in this dream, I saw myself opening the door, and there were people that came from the government to arrest me because of what I was posting in my videos. So they are watching our phones and our apps and what they consider you speaking against Israel, you're speaking against the government, you're going to be taken into these camps. And they're trying to make everybody a criminal. Homelessness, drug addiction, criminal. And everybody who thinks that you could go into Walmart and steal because they cut the food stamps, the EBTs, they have facial recognition. So they're going to go to your house because they have your address and they're going to take you into these slave camps because that's what it is. They're plantation slave camps. They're not hiding it anymore. So wake up. Do you think that they have the National Guards in all our states because martial law is coming?
Utah is opening what officials are calling a homeless service campus, but let's call it what it really is. A state-run facility where some people can be locked up for the crime of simply being unhoused. The campus will hold about 1,300 beds on nearly 16 acres in Salt Lake City. The state documents are bragging about accountability and work-conditioned housing. Translation, people could be forced to work in exchange for shelter. That's coerced labor. And even worse, board members have already confirmed that there will be 300 to 400 civil commitment beds, a so-called secure residential placement facility where entry and exit are not voluntary. That means people can be involuntary confined even if they've committed no crimes. Meanwhile, Utah politicians are trying to pat themselves on the back for solving homelessness. But this isn't a solution. It's the return to criminalizing poverty, hiding poor people away instead of giving them health care, housing, and jobs that pay a livable wage. If being poor in America now gets you civilly committed to a locked labor camp, we have got to ask ourselves, what the fuck are we doing?
We now have our first involuntary camps in the United States. The Trump administration has taken 16 acres outside of Salt Lake City where they are holding homeless people. They're calling it a service campus, but others are calling it a prison. But if you're not allowed to leave, what is it? It is a prison. So it's illegal to be homeless. There is no money to feed you. And it's a crime now in the United States. But we gave billionaires a $4 trillion tax cut. And Congress can't bother to show up to work. But we have started our first encampments in the United States of America. They will receive addiction and mental health treatment, whether they need it or not.
President Donald Trump's policies have hit the Native American community hard, and not many are talking about it.
The Trump administration started harassing tribal people, even detaining tribal people from this continent.
Descendants of the original inhabitants of the US are now being stopped and questioned.
They were profiling us because we were Indian.
Accusations of racial profiling began to surface.
They would detain natives, they would detain Hispanic people, and they would probably detain Asian people because they just lump them all together.
But this isn't the first time Trump has targeted Native communities.
They don't look like Indians to me, sir.
We are here in rural Montana, very close to the US-Canadian border, and tucked away behind you see are the Bear Paw Mountains. And we have gained very rare access to one of the 7 reservations here in the state of Montana. We are here at the Chippewa Cree Nation, 4,500 tribal members here in the US who are fighting today to stay relevant.
She said, grab a bag. Yeah, but come on, you just got to witness. You got to pay attention to signs. They might be talking to you on the slide. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Okay.
All right. Are y'all okay out here? Mm-hmm. Sure? Mm-hmm. Y'all good? Okay. How long have y'all been working out here? Okay, thank you. I asked her, was they all right?
And what she said?
They said yes. And then I said, you sure? And then when she filled up my bag, she did like this.
Employees here, I don't know why, they said that there was somebody out here blocking the road and all kind of silly stuff that obviously isn't happening. They're not blocking the road, but they're just complaining.
Now we trying to figure out what's going on in that field right there, because it looked like a whole bunch of slaves still working in that field right there. There's a whole bunch of black people that don't speak no English, and you got a white dude sitting in that truck monitoring them, and it's just a whole bunch of people picking, look like they picking cotton, but it's not cotton. So we trying to figure out what's going on with that.
Guess what? Daddy is going to get you dressed for school today.
We are descendants of the gods. This land was always ours. But we must never relent. We're nowhere and everywhere.
You're from Virginia, right? I can tell. You're special. We are the future. You're not like the others. I'm coming!
Whoever you were before, that's over.
What are we doing? What is the plan? We go tonight.
911, what is your emergency?
ICE is preparing a 24/7 social media surveillance program, and you need to know about it. Come on, let's sit down. I know I was done for tonight, but then, yeah. Okay, so let's get into it. So the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE as we know it, is definitely something I want to be talking about, because we're focused on a lot of things that is currently happening, like the government shutdown. Headlines are focused on that, and the latest drama out of Washington, D.C. with this circus that everyone is currently watching. But I need you all to pay attention to something else that is far more concerning, and that is quietly slipping under the radar, and we all need to know about it. It is about your social media. Come on, sit down. You might want to go in ahead and get you something to drink. That's what I'm getting ready to do. Cheers. Let's get started. So, the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, is building a 24/7 team to scour TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter, and other social media platforms that we're all familiar with around the clock, using advanced tracking tools, commercial data, and private contractors. Now, according to federal procurement records and reports reviewed by Reuters and The Intercept, this new unit will run out of ICE's intelligence centers in Vermont and California, with teams of private analysts assigned to monitor public activity online, including videos, comments, and live streams in real time. This ain't strong enough for this. Now, this isn't a few agents browsing social media, y'all. It's an industrial scale operation. Now, let me tell you, this plan actually calls for at least 30 contractors working in rotating shifts to keep eyes on social media 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, they'll use high-end open source intelligence software, the same kind used by national security agencies alongside commercial databases like LexisNexis, Clear, to connect posts to people, addresses, and phone numbers. I'm furious. Internal documents show that ICE wants, quote, target leads delivered within 30 minutes of spotting a potential match online. That means if you post a video, live stream, or tag a location near someone ICE is tracking, it could trigger a data flag almost instantly. Now, there's this legal gray zone, so let's talk about it. So ICE defends the project as, quote, public information monitoring, arguing that anything visible online is fair game. But civil liberties experts, including the Electronic Frontier Foundation and the Center for Democracy and Technology, warn that this practice slides dangerously close to mass surveillance. Because that's what it is. So, let me tell you why. No warrant is needed for public posts. Algorithms can misidentify faces or flags, especially for Black and brown users. Ordinary citizens, journalists, and activists could be swept up by association, not by action. Yep, and the Government Accountability Office has previously criticized ICE's data contracts for poor oversight and lack of accuracy checks. I need another drink. Let's talk about who's at risk. I need a breather. Now, while ICE says this is about immigration enforcement, the truth is murkier. Because, come on, y'all. Social media and social networks interconnect people. Me, you, everybody. Through likes and tags and comments and shared content, citizens and non-citizens alike could end up in ICE's analytic net. If a user shares or is tagged in a video of a protest, a neighborhood event, or even a family gathering where immigration is mentioned, that clip could appear in the system's data queue. And because this is 24/7, the feedback loop is constant. A digital dragnet operating without pause. And y'all, that's a problem. This push comes amid a broader expansion of government social media monitoring under the Trump administration's return to power. Now, agencies are not only collecting social media identifiers from visa applicants, but also expanding automated surveillance to detect patterns of threat, which critics say can include ordinary speech or activism. Yeah, let that sink in. Even more alarming, Apple recently removed an app called Ice Block. Did y'all hear about that earlier today? Yeah, which actually helped people report ICE raids. After the Justice Department pressures citing security risks, that decision, coupled with ICE's new monitoring push, paints a chilling picture of shrinking digital privacy. Now, why does this matter? Okay, this isn't just about immigration, folks. It's about who gets to watch you. And you should be furious. It's about how they watch you and what they can do with what they see. You following me? I hope so. When surveillance becomes constant, when your TikTok, your live stream, or your Facebook comments can become a federal lead in 30 minutes, the right to speak freely without fear begins to vanish. And the Constitution protects freedom of speech and freedom from unreasonable searches. But when technology races ahead of oversight, those rights actually become paper thin, almost non-existent. If unchecked, this 24/7 monitoring model could spread to other agencies, policing health or finance. Under the same logic, quote, it's public so we can watch it. Yeah. Go ahead. I know you want to. Let's go ahead and take a drink. Here's what I need us to do. Neighbors, you paying attention? Stay aware. Stay informed. And before you post, Know that your audience may now include not just your friends and followers, but the federal government itself. Yeah. Listen, for more news and information that you can always use, head over to brownstoneworldwide.com, Cityscape Radio, and you guessed it, Brownstone Living.
10 of the U.S. Code, the president has plenary authority.
Stephen? Stephen? Hey, Stephen, can you hear me? It seemed, Stephen, I apologize. It seems like we're having a technical...
No, that was not a glitch. Stephen Miller really fucked up this time, and let me explain why. Plenary power or plenary authority is a complete and absolute power to take action on any particular issue with no limitation. A month ago, ICE obtained software from an Israeli company that can hack into anyone's phone. Trump signed on a contract with a company called Paragon Solutions. They hold one of the world's most sophisticated hacking tools. Hacking software called Graphite can hack into literally anyone's phone. Once it takes control of your phone, it can go into all of your messages, photos, anything on your phone, even the encrypted apps like WhatsApp and Signal. Yeah, they can access that too. Stephen Miller was absolutely right, and the reason why he froze on TV was because he literally admitted that the Trump administration wants to impose this kind of authoritarian power. We are going into extremely scary times, and I would just say be super careful. Just be
So in this video, you see where Chicago is shutting down 4 Walmarts because they are destroying things in the Walmart. It's just like, I don't understand, because people don't want like martial law, or they don't want the troops to come and get order, but then when you see videos like this that is obviously out of order, it's like all you can do is shake your head to it, because this is really crazy. Like, Walmart is not the ones that is cutting your food stamps. The government is. And for any business, big or small, for a person to feel like they can go inside that business and destroy it or steal, that speaks volumes to negative, to where one person gonna mess it up for everybody. So you know what Walmart gonna do? Coming November 1st, they gonna close their doors. Oh, y'all lost your SNAP? You can snap right outside those doors. You can snap right outside those doors, because Walmart is a big company. And who's to say Walmart wouldn't have put together like a food campaign or something to help the people? But now people messing it up to where, why would Walmart help the people when people taking it out on Walmart?
Walmart has the state-of-the-art technology when it comes down to shoplifting prevention, including facial recognition. It does. Y'all don't believe me? Ask somebody that worked at Walmart. Ask somebody that was in loss prevention. Ask a law enforcement officer in a community that has Walmart, and they will tell you they have it. And is it legal? Yes, it is.
Hey, so look, I'm gonna teach y'all a thing or two, right? Whenever you come to Walmart and you got just a little bit of stuff, not a lot of stuff, this is what you do. You go in here, you walk this motherfucker, you don't worry about her, them, him, or them. All you worry about basically is just pushing through. Y'all be worried about security and shit. Look, it goes 1, 2, 3. You just keep it pushing. That's the way. All you gotta do is, look, he out. I don't know where the hell is he going. Why you running? All you gotta do is fill in the basket and walk out. And hopefully they hit you, that way you get paid for it. But they didn't. But that's how you go into Walmart and get a free basket. Security won't touch you. You just gotta watch out for LP. Hey, for everybody watching, go get you some free shit. That's a cheat code. All you gotta do is be able to fill up your basket and walk out with it. The rest is history.
Court 2 tomorrow.
No, you have court on the 8th.
Yo, I have court for eviction. All right, look, give me a shirt, man. I'm about to bug the out because it's stupid, man.
What, is that what my car told you?
Both of you
have warrants.
No, I fucking
don't start.
No. What the f did I do? do?
Criminal trespass and theft out of Walmart.
Nobody stole at Walmart. That happened in Sydney today.
Where's Kirkland?
He's Kirkland.
You're Kirkland?
Yeah. Tell me I got one.
You got one
What,
too.
dog? For Pickle?
Yeah, come here.
Hold on.
Come here.
I got one for Pickle?
Come here.
Same thing.
Same thing.
I ain't never stole out of Pickle.
This is some bullshit. What?
How in the... Man, for real?
Going
How
up.
the fuck I ain't... Man, this is crazy. 26.
Will I be able to get a bond tonight?
I don't know that.
You work at the sheriff department.
That's to the courts.
But I thought, like, if it's misdemeanors, you could bond out the same night.
He ain't got... Come get my fucking phone. You're gonna have to take her car,
His
park it
brother.
over. Who? That's my brother.
Walmart is not what you think it is. Walmart is owned by the Department of Homeland. The entire place, the shelves, none of the shelves are bolted to the ground. The cash registers are not bolted to the ground. The entire place can be converted into a facility in 8 hours. And there's 2 branches that I know of that know how to do this, that know how to move the shelves. The skylights, the industrial heaters, the shelves are bunk beds. Bathrooms, check. Running water, check. There's no windows. If your town doesn't have a EMA camp, it's because you have a Walmart or a Home Depot or a Lowe's or a high school auditorium. These can be converted. They got all the surveillance cameras already in place. The doors, the little cattle guard gate things. They're prisons. Okay, they're prisons.
Right now, top military officials have ordered the National Guard in all 50 states to begin the creation of quick reaction forces trained in, quote, riot control, including the use of batons, body shields, tasers, and pepper spray, according to a new directive issued by the United States Pentagon, reviewed by The Guardian. This rapid response quick reaction force that will be trained over the next several weeks and months will be about 23,500 troops. About 500 troops per state are required to be trained. Many are now saying that this is setting the stage for the President of the United States to use the National Guard as his personal police force in protest-like scenarios. The Guardian even cited an expert who said that in a worst-case scenario, the president could declare a state of emergency and say that elections are rigged and use allegations of voter fraud to seize ballots of secure voting centers. Spread the word. Follow along for all the news you need.
Are out in force tonight, and we've been out chasing these vans. This van says truancy and curfew enforcement. So we've been out chasing them because they're out harassing teenagers to make sure they're following this bullshit ass curfew. Truancy curfew enforcement. We have an entire fucking police vehicle, a police officer driving it, out here to monitor, to make sure that kids are at home on time and that we're breaking curfew. What the fuck in the police state of America are we in? By the way, I want you to know, nothing in DC justifies this happening right now. This is complete and utter fucking waste of money, time, resources, bullshit. This is further terrorizing of the teens in DC. Let me ask you a question. When you were a teenager, were you at home by 6? How much longer are we going to let this police state make us fucking bend the knee to these police state activities before we say a fuck enough? Right now, they're terrorizing these children. They're terrorizing teens. Curfew and truancy enforcement. What a fucking joke. I can't even believe it's real life. I should believe. I shouldn't be shocked. I mean, and listen, in the comment section, you're going to say, well, people enforce curfews all the time and this and that and that and this. Listen, being at home by 6 isn't going to stop the root causes that leads to all the issues that you think that you're fucking addressing. These are things we've known for fucking ever. The progressive movement has fucking talked about this for fucking ever. Let's address the disparity of resources. Let's address the disparity of income. Let's address the lack of opportunities. Let's address the real things that lead to real problems in communities, not over policing communities and saying we're going to fix the problem that way. Doesn't fucking work. And you're creating a whole generation of children that's going to really fucking hate the system. And they're every fucking where. In a 2-block radius, this is the 5th one I've seen. They're literally everywhere. They keep driving by. They're parked everywhere. 17th and Q. 16th and Church, and they're all down U Street. I'm gonna make sure these teenagers aren't out of their house, because God forbid that we provide any real substance of opportunity and resources to neighborhoods. Let's just over-police them more.
Try that again.
We're here because of the comments you made online about the Jewish community.
So what?
No, I'm saying, are you?
I have a freedom of speech, dude.
Yeah, no, we get that. We get that.
We gotta make sure that you're not. Do you have a warrant?
No, that's why we're
here.
here.
You see that sign?
Yeah.
So that says no soliciting. What you're doing is basically soliciting. You understand that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It means you're not welcomed here.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Okay.
Stay out for long, please. This is what they're doing, guys. You make comments about the Jews online, they'll fucking show up at your door. This is what they do. This is freedom of speech. This is how much control Israel has over our country.
TikTok, as of this morning, the Pentagon has stated that anybody who talks about overthrowing the United States government is going to be on a list of domestic extremists. So basically, I am now a domestic extremist. I'm sorry about that, everyone. Apparently, we're going to be on a list that coming soon to a theater near you, they're going to be following up on. So, what this means is every one of your content creators who has been on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Periscope, anything you want to talk about that speaks against the United States government is now going to be on a list of extremists. So that means you've just lost your First Amendment rights while the world slept. Thank you very much. This may be the last time you see me.
Friends in Washington, our Senate just passed Senate Bill 5919, which says that police can now use physical force without probable cause. Yay.